Hello, are you guys ready for yoga again? I'm gonna keep coming to you. You know, all my life I've always had, well, not all my life, since I was 9 years old. I started dancing when I was 9 years old, and it was always my refuge, you know. It was a way for me to escape the chaos of my family and my school and friends and all the things that were going on there that were just too much for me to really comprehend at that young age. But whenever I went to my dance lessons, I felt so moved. I felt so free. And I went into this spectacular world of music as it penetrated through my soul and movement that spontaneously came out of that connectivity with that sound. And I feel like my life has always been driven by movement. So naturally, as I grew into adulthood, I knew that I would, hey Louie, I knew that I would always have a studio, a space that was sacred to my soul, that was sacred to movement, that was sacred to my creativity behind my body's movement expression and that sense of freedom that came from that ability to have room to move. So let's go ahead and start our yoga today and bring into your space, your inner space, those connected feelings, those connected, why is there like slow connection here? Okay, well, I don't know. Anyway, so those connected feelings, that sense of a sanctuary within, I want you to try and connect with that as we do our session today. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our feet together in a nice mountain pose, taking those arms up overhead, inhale. Palms together, stretch those arms back as far as you can, squeeze through the glutes and thrust those hips forward. As you do, remember, I want you lifting up through your chest, separating each disc from each vertebra. And exhale as you shift your hips back and then stack one vertebra on top of the other. Inhale again, press to your prayer. Once again, stretch back. Let's do that one more time. Throw those arms back. Feel like you're opening your scapula, retracting those shoulder blades, trying to get those arms behind your ears. Open those arms out, slide them down your thighs. And I want you to stretch forward. You can press against those thighs. Try not to hyperextend those knees. Just stay soft with them. Drop down, grab the ankles, pull, and hold. Now, if you're advanced enough, you can actually place your fingertips underneath your heels, bend at the elbows, tug, shift your body forward, and feel the stretch in those hamstrings. You can also place your hands firmly down on the ground, palms forcing down into the floor, or you can flex and press the back of your hands towards the ground. I do that because it stretches my wrist. I broke this wrist when my horse threw me off one day. And so I'm always conscientious of working the range of motion in my wrist. All right, so You can place your fingertips right alongside your toes, and then you can slide one leg back behind you. I'm going to readjust myself so that you guys can see me. I'm sliding one leg forward as well. Into a lunge. Now on this posture, what you want to really feel is a good long stretch through your hip flexor. You can squeeze through your glutes. Keep your hands on the floor or your fingertips. If you can't reach the floor, you can have your hands on your knee. If you can't stretch that far back, bring it in a little bit. Okay, you don't have to go so low. You can do it here. Whatever you can do, press that heel down towards the floor if you're up high. If you're down really low, you're on the ball of your foot. Now, we're all gonna go into a plank. So you're gonna press the foot that's front back behind you and hold. If you were up here, then all I want you to do is bring your feet together, bend the knees, and press the feet back. Hold that plank. Pull your belly button into your spine here. Feel like you're really tucking that belly in. Your hips can go up a little bit. Your shoulders are retracted. Your head and neck in alignment with your spine. Now I want you to soften the knees and soften the feet. Open the knees apart and push yourself back into your child's pose. Way back. Now remember, I can't bring my hips all the way down to my heels because of my inability to have full flexion in my left knee. But if you can, go ahead and press your hip back into your heels as you stretch out. Hold it. And stretch your arms way out in front of you like a karate chop. So you stretch through the underneath part of your scapula. Retract those shoulder blades. Now, you're going to press your palms into the floor. You're going to bring your chin towards your palms or towards your fingertips. And then you're going to shift your weight to your hands. Press yourself up. You can keep your elbows bent, or you can straighten them all the way. You can also place your toes into the ground and straighten. Now, you don't have to be so wide with your feet. You can come in a little bit more. Chin up. Hold that cobra. Soften the knees. What you want to try and do is you want to try and bring your chin back down again. Keep your hips up. Hold it. And push back. And move into your down dog. Feet apart a little bit more. Wiggle those hips back and forth. Now bring your feet together again. Right foot points up toward the ceiling. If you want, you can bend that knee and twist your body. You can either hold it here, or if you feel that you have the strength and flexibility to stretch all the way back, do that. Come back around, stretch up, and let's change sides. Other leg up. Same thing here. Bend that knee and twist around. If you feel that you can reset yourself and push that foot down towards the floor as you reach your hips up. Come back around. And feet down. Let's alternate the right and the left. And hold both heels down. Now you're going to hop in. If you can't hop in, just walk in. Bend the knees, grab your toes, squat down. You're going to feel your quads holding you. Your chin is up, your chest is out. You're seated into that chair. If you can, one arm up, followed by the other, and make sure your back is flat. If you have the balance and the strength, I want you to elevate yourselves up onto the tippy toes. Very good, you guys. And then I want you to slowly rise up. See if you can balance. Then bring your heels down. Then do that back bend. Remember to thrust your hips forward. Lift yourself up. Open the arms out. Bring your hips back. That's what stacks your spine back into alignment again. Inhale, exhale. Place your hands in prayer. Inhale again. Your heart should be pumping. Okay, you get that blood circulating through your system. As you move through these asanas, breathe in, breathe out. Take all the air that you can take in. Maximize that intake of breath. Hold it and sustain it for a moment, and then force it out. Your diaphragm pushes up against your lungs and it pushes that air out. Work that diaphragm through your breathing. Inhale again. Exhale to your chest. Let's flex the right heel in front of you. You're going to bend the supporting knee. Inhale up. And let's reach the fingertips and slide down your leg. Try to reach the tips of your toes. Now, what I want you to feel is, I want you to feel like you're really pushing your hips back behind you. Elongate so you get a full stretch all the way through. Make sure your chest is up, your spine stays straight. Now, if you can't touch your toe, this is fine, but don't push hard against the back of your knee. I don't want you to hyperextend it. Just gently. Obviously, if you're here. Now, place your foot down, round your body all the way to the floor, and straighten, go up on the half toe. Point your toe behind you, lift that leg. Grab that ankle, pull your nose toward the knee, and hold. Slowly chin up, both hands on the ground. Bring that leg down. Bend both knees. Move into that chair once again. Good. And lift up. Let's arch back. Open out. Palms to your chest. Stack one vertebra on top of the other. Let's do the other side. Flex your other foot. Inhale, arms up. You're going to bend the supporting knee slightly, and you're going to bring your arms down towards your thigh. If this is as far as you can go, that's okay. Push your hips back behind you. Slide your fingertips down that leg if you can continue down to grab your toes. Sit into an extension in your hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Remember, as much as you can breathe in, expand those lungs, and then when you breathe out, use your diaphragm to expel all that which no longer serves you. Push that foot down, ground your body down, start straightening the back leg, go on the half toe, point the toe behind you, you're supporting yourself. You've got 3 points of balance, your 2 palms and your toe. Now if you can, grab that ankle, pull your nose towards your knee. Bring that leg down. Slowly bend the knees, go back into that chair again. Arms out. And then slowly rise up. Arch back. Open those arms out. Palms to your chest. Excellent, you guys. Let's keep moving. Move the arms up. Deep breath in and step back with one foot. You're in a warrior one stance. Now, you can stay nice and neutral, not overextending, or if you feel that you have the flexibility to get down really low, get down as low as you can. Try and square off your shoulders. Try to drive the back part of your foot. Try not to be like in this posture. That really hurts your knee. You do not want to create that vulnerability on the internal part of your knee. The medial aspect of your knee should be protected. To do that, you have to anchor back towards the outside of your foot. Okay, keep the arch up. Rotate this hip out slightly and keep your other hip right out over your thigh. So there's a little bit of external rotation. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, arms up. And hold back. Lift that chest. Keep pushing your hips forward in order to lift that chest. From here, you're going to rotate out to your warrior two. Line your chin right over that arm. Keep your eyes set, straight ahead. This is a power pose. I always think of the warrior princess here, ready to fight the dragons. And they're coming at you at all directions. It's okay. We're strong. We're powerful. And we're taking in much more power as we breathe in. And as we exhale, we can combat all of that negative energy that comes our way. So we can take in purified energy into our lungs, and as we exhale, release all that which no longer serves us. Place one elbow on the thigh, stretch, and peek under. Now, I want you to keep your chest open here. Straighten that elbow down towards that ankle, straighten the opposite hand up, go right into your triangle. Deep breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Go ahead and bring that top arm down. Wiggle the back leg down so that you're into a deep, deep lunge. Then place one hand to balance you and rotate you on the floor, looking back and up. On this, you should feel a good stretch through the outside of your supporting hip. Hold. Come back to center, and as you do, I want you to straighten both legs. Bring your fingertips forward and hold. See if you can balance into that pyramid. Chin up, chest out, bend that front knee. Come back up to your warrior one. Open out. Rotate center. You're going to stick the hips out back behind you. Grab those ankles. Pull the top of the head down towards the floor. Widen those thighs by taking your feet out as much as possible. Now, if you can't come that low and all you can do is this, that is fine. round your body and pull as much as you can. Those of you that are flexible enough, shift your body weight as far forward as you can. Feel a stretch through the outside of your legs. Slowly bend the knees. Hello, puppies. No puppy.
Did she get there?
The puppy piddled. I need a little napkin to clean her piddle. She wants to say hi. Nala, you want to say hi to everybody? No piddling. Nala. Everybody, this is Nala. Say hi. Hi. How are you? Okay, back to yoga. Except somebody's got to clean the piddle. I'm not putting my head down there anymore. Bend the knees. Slowly roll it up. Arms up. And now we're going to pivot around the other way. So now you're doing your warrior on this side. Inhale. Arms up. Throw your hips forward. Keep that chest high. Now remember, if you can't go low, this is fine. If you're flexible enough to get down as low as possible, do that. Inhaling and exhaling. Open out to your warrior two. Now, try to get down even lower, okay? Your goal is to try to create a 90-degree angle here. Jess, I need like a little Clorox thing or something. Hold your warrior two, people, as I clean up the piddle. Hold it there. Inhale, exhale. Now go ahead and place one elbow on your thigh and reach up. You hold that. Inhale, exhale. Peeking under that arm. Go ahead and straighten the elbow, reach for the ankle, and go into your triangle. Inhale, exhale. Hold. See, life throws things at you without you having any warning that it's coming at you. What are you going to do when it comes to you? How are you going to handle whatever it is that's thrown at you? Because a lot of stuff gets thrown at you in life, right? Are you going to be able to be flexible to bend and flow with it? Drop down, rotate. You're on the ball of your foot. Place one hand firmly on the ground. Thrust your hip forward so you get a really long stretch through that hip flexor and rotate out. Are you going to be able to keep moving through it? Or is it going to stop you in your tracks? Inhale, exhale. Come on down the center. Straighten both legs into that pyramid. Reach those fingertips out in front of you. Nose towards the knee. Are you going to keep flowing, breathing, moving, as life throws all kinds of matter your way? Stuff that's temporary. The dog isn't going to piddle forever, right? The dog stops its piddling. We clean up the mess. It's gone. But we keep breathing, we keep moving, and we keep expanding our energy, getting stronger, wiser, right? See, now the floor is cleared of that piddle, and I can once again place my crowning chakra on the floor and receive the energy from the ground. Chin up, chest out, wiggle your toes and heels in a little bit so you can bring that stance in. Grab those ankles, sit as deep as you can. Maybe shift your body weight side to side. Now this is a really good exercise for me or anybody that might have knee issues. You're supported, your elbows are on your knees, so you're not really allowing the weight of your entire body to impinge those knees. You're actually supported. If I let my arms go, I've got to hold that weight with my quads. Luckily, I'm strong enough to do that, but if you can't, put your elbows there and maybe move gently to one side and sit into that knee if you can. I can't do it on this side, but I'm going to do it as far as I can. So I go here, I pick up my heel, and I push and I bear down into that knee as much as I can. Back to center now. Lift the chest, sit into those quads. We're going to do a Tai Chi move here. This is the sleeping lion. Looks up. Put your wrist back behind your head and neck. And then come center to the other side. Slide down. Place your wrist back behind your neck. Look up. Center, chest up. And then slowly use the strength of your quads to pull you up. And I'm shaking here. Inhale up. Parallel toes. Bring one foot in, followed by the other. I see there's a lot more of you today. I started a little bit later. Is 9 o'clock better than 8 o'clock for you guys? Let me know. Inhale up. And you're gonna, once again, arch back. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Let's work on our balance. You're going to go half toe. Now, if you can only place your foot on your ankle to balance, as we move into our tree pose, just do that. If you can bring your leg up a little bit higher, turn that knee out. That's great. Take the arms up. Open out. Hold your balance. Now, those of you who feel secure enough to close your eyes, try that. It's not that easy. And then center. Let's try the other side. If you need to just be here with your ankle wrapped, with your foot wrapped around your ankle, that is fine. But if you have the ability to place that foot up on your thigh, do that. Okay? And try and bring it up above your knee. If you can't, just put it at your calf. That's fine. But if you can, hold it. Arms up. Find your center. See if you can close your eyes. That's tough for me on this side. Let me try it one more time. Release it. It's a little tough for me on that side because my left knee is not able to flex, and so I'm so overcompensating for that it throws off my balance. But that's okay. You know, life is not perfectly balanced. You're going to have to make adjustments along the way. It's not about how can I make my life so perfect that I don't have to worry. It's about How can I adjust myself to fit in to what's happening around me? Therein lies the secret. Because how am I going to control you? I can't. The only person I have control of is me. And I have to have conversations with myself. I have to know in my heart of hearts, you see, I have to go inward to find out really what is it that I need, that I want, that I desire, and how am I going to go about trying to achieve that goal, that dream, and make it a reality and manifest it into my life. It's a process, people. Nothing gets dropped on you from nowhere. The only thing that gets dropped on you from nowhere is your knowing, is your heart, that connection that you have with a higher power, a higher essence that is pretty much all around us, and we are part of that. We're not separate from it. It's all a concert. It's all happening together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. We're gonna balance again. Inhale. Exhale. We're gonna do that dancer pose. So, you're gonna slide one knee up, and you're gonna hold and pull your knee as much as you can into your chest. Walk down that leg, grab that ankle, pull that leg back behind you. If you want, you can hold that leg back behind you with both your hands, just to get a good long stretch through that thigh. If you cannot do that, just put your foot down on the floor, tuck your hips under, bend the knees, and stretch. So you get a good stretch through the front of the leg. You may want to even put it back behind you a little bit more. But if you can, grab that foot. Now I'm going to walk my fingertips around, grab and press the foot against my hand, and that tilts my body forward. But I'm trying to keep my chest up. Hold, center, and balance. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently breathe in. Both arms up. Slightly arch back behind you. Open those arms out. Prayer. Good, we're going to do the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Bring one knee in. Pull that knee as close as you can to your chest. Hi, Dee. Love you. Bye. Love you too. Walk down to the ankle. Now this is my bad knee. It's much more challenging for me to do this side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You're going to walk around with your hand on the instep of your foot. Push that foot into your hand, reach the opposite arm out, like somebody's pulling your arm out and you're pushing against your back hand. Exhale. Gently lift. And release. Arch back. Lift that chest. Open out. Relax. Inhale again. Exhale. And once more. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to place your palms back behind you. Straighten your arms. Straddle the legs. Tilt your body into a flat back. drop down and stretch the arms as far as you can. Now, if you want to widen that stance, go a lot wider, you can. And allow your arms to just drape back behind you. Release, bending the elbows, placing the hands on the ground. Elevate your chest up. Maybe walk your stance in a little bit. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Open the arms out wide. Go into a flat back. Stay there so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to reposition myself and hold. The neck should be level with your spine. I don't want your chin up. I want your chin neutral. I want your chest open, your shoulders drop down, and your shoulder blades retracted. Bend the knees, hands on the knees. I want you to round up, contracting the abdominal wall. Circling the shoulders, let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Bend one knee, and you're gonna go into a deep lunge. Maybe take the other leg way out. Settle down once again into one knee bent, the other leg straight, and your back flat. Elevate straight up. You're gonna do it to the other side. Bend that knee. Try to bring your rib cage down close to the level of your thigh. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale. And elevate up. Arms up. You're going to bend one knee. You're going to press off that floor. Bring it in. I had to be careful to do that because every time I push, this mat moves. Inhale up. Exhale out. Good. You're going to take one knee up. Hold the outside of your foot. Press that knee down. Lift up. Bring your hand down to your chest. We're going to do a beginning eagle. If you can begin to bend the supporting knee and just rest your foot on that thigh, go ahead and start sticking your tailbone out, hinging your hips so that your chest comes forward and your hips go back. Hold. This is enough. Okay? You don't have to go lower. You can if you want. Inhale up. Exhale. And slowly bring that foot down. Inhale again. Exhale to prayer. Inhale up. Exhale out. Other side. So you're going to take that foot, the outside of your foot is placed on your thigh. I'm going to take one arm up. And then I'm going to settle into it, sitting into my supporting leg, shifting the hip back. This is my bad leg, so I'll do the best I can. Inhale, exhale. This hip really feels an external rotation. See, even though my right leg is my strong leg, and that's the leg I'm standing on, my left knee does not have flexion, so I am really out of sync here. I have to learn how to press this foot hard into this leg to get myself situated. And if I do that, it really places a lot of external rotation on that hip, which is difficult for me because the knee joint is connected to the hip joint. And how? Because all our femoral muscles connect down to the tibial area. So anything that crosses the hip attaches here at the knee. Okay, very good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. We're gonna get down on the ground now. To do that, I want you to go into a chair. Inhaling and exhaling. Place your fingertips on the ground. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale up. And then grab those heels, kind of waddle those hips back and forth. Elbows bend. Drop your head down as low as it can go towards your knees. Suck your belly button into your spine. Chin up, chest out, flat back. Lift that chest, pull those toes way up. Those of you that are coming on late, welcome. This is going to be up for 30 days on Facebook, so just go check it out when you have a chance. And if you're interested, give us a call at Absolute Best. By the way, go check out our Absolute Best page on Facebook, and you'll have our number, and you'll have everything you need to get over here. Maybe get a massage, come and do a class privately with me. Or if you want to do classes privately with me virtually, you can be in Costa Rica and do classes with me, or I can be in Costa Rica and do classes with you. Our world has changed. Slowly we're going to round back and down, and as you do that, you're going to feel as if the tailbone tucks under. You're going to squeeze your glutes tight. You can hold yourself and gradually bring yourself down, or if you have the strength in the abdominal wall to bring yourself down all the way, do that. Take the arms up, extend the legs straight, and circle those arms. Let's go 4, and 3, 2, and 1, and reverse it. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Pull your right knee into your chest. Tuck that knee in towards your underarm. Keep your opposite leg forcing down into the ground, okay? You really want to feel pressure. Try to square off your hips. Don't let them wiggle back and forth. They'll want to. When this knee comes in, you're going to want to go like that, but don't. Force that hip down into the floor. Go ahead and let that knee open externally. So you get a little bit of a stretch through the inner thigh, and you really maximize the flexion in that hip flexor. Pull in. Extend the leg out, and what you do with this is you stretch your hamstring. Now, if you can't take that leg up that far, where can you take it? And then go a little beyond it, okay? So me, I can take it here like no problem, but if I really want to test myself, I have to kind of anchor myself, get the hips up a little bit, put one hand underneath it to level off my hips, and then anchor myself, put my head on my arm, and push it back, okay? That's pretty extreme. I'm not going to do that right now, so that you can see we all work within our limitations. Now flex that foot, cross it over. I'm pushing on the floor with my opposite hand. And stretch out, turn your chin away from that leg. Hold it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And let that leg slide down so that you go back to center. Tuck the other knee. And once again, belly button into your spine. Square off those hips, pull the knee in. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten that leg. Now remember, if you can't take it any further than 90 degrees, it's fine. But if you have the flexibility, now I'm going to place one hand underneath my hip, and I'm going to really force that stretch. Hi! You don't have to do that, people. I'm just trying to push myself. Push yourself to your own capacity. And then slowly flex that foot, grab the outside of that foot. If you can't, just hold your shin, cross that leg, and stretch through your spine. Opposite hand is on the ground. Inhale, exhale. Point your toe, lift it up. Oops, sorry, I didn't do that on the left side. Stay down here. Bring that leg down, swivel. And come center. Pull both knees into your chest. Grab the knees, push both knees in nice and tight. Flex your toes. Stretch up. Bend the knees. Happy baby. One of my favorite exercises. Push one knee down. Now if you want, you can straighten the opposite. Bend both knees. Swivel to the other side. And if you want, you can straighten the opposite. Swivel center, both knees bend. Pull the knees into your chest and do a circular motion. Let's massage that sacral area. 4, 3, 2. I see you guys there, but sorry, I can't comment or call your names out because there's no way I can see. But I think, Tammy, you're there. Hi, Tammy. And back to center. Feet down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Lift that left leg. Lace your fingertips underneath. And take another stretch through that hip. Now, if you want, you can push that hip out with your elbow. As you hold. And by the way, Tammy Lamort is probably one of the best massage therapists in San Pedro. If you want a massage from her, give us a call. We'll get you guys connected. Massage is very important to your wellness. It's like dental floss to your muscles. You have to push things out, just like the breath. In with the good, push the bad out. Massage is a great way to push out all the toxins in your body. Inhale, exhale. And slowly bring the feet down, cross your right leg over your left knee, do an easy spinal twist, chin in the opposite direction. And let's change to the other side, cross in the opposite direction. Soles of the feet on the ground. We're going to do a bridge. So place both feet firmly into the ground, palms force into the floor, and lift those hips up. I'm going to place my hands and push myself in a little bit more. And what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and reach my fingertips to touch my heels. If you guys can, let me see if I can show you. Maybe you can see. If you guys can on this, grab those ankles. and bridge up. If you can't, just place your fingertips on the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now very slowly come down inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra. I have to lift my heels up because this knee doesn't flex enough. Pull the knees into the chest. Straighten the legs up. Point the toes down about 45 degrees, you guys. So you're not going to bring your legs all the way down to the floor. They're going to stay up. Okay? You can have your hands on the ground. Lift your head and neck up so the chin is into your collarbone. If you have to hold here, do. I'm going to bring my knees in. Straighten the legs out. Bring them down to 45 degrees. Let's go. If you have to stop and rest here, do. But what I want you to do is make sure that the small of the back stays firmly into the ground. Inhale, exhale. If you feel like you need to place your hands back behind your head and neck to support your head and neck, go ahead and do that. Let's do about 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold it. If you need to keep your hands back behind your neck, do that. Place your hands around the knees, pull back and pull. Feet down. Swivel both knees to the right. Swivel both knees to the left. Let's do that a couple more times. Right and left. Both knees into your chest. Give yourself a spinal rock. And we're going to go on all fours. So you're going to place your hands in front of you, your knees aligned with your wrists, and let's do cat and cow. Tuck under and arch. Again, tuck it under and arch. 2 more. Tuck it under. Arch. 1 more. Tuck it under. And arch. Let's do a circular motion. So you're going to tuck under and circle around. Move those hips. Tuck under, round, and extend. Flex your spine. Extend your spine. 1 more. Flex your spine. Extend your spine. Let's reverse it. Contract and arch. Contract. 2 more like that. Get as much range of motion moving. Hold it neutral. Bring your knees together. Right foot stretches out. Lift it level. Left arm out in balance. You're going to contract 8 and extend. 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Reach your arm back behind you and you can place it on your hip. Bend your foot behind you. Grab that ankle and lift. If you can't, just keep your hand here. But if you can, hold. Extend that leg around. Bring it in front of you. Stretch that hamstring again. Move forward and deep stretch. Open that knee and look up. Release. Other side. Left leg up. Right arm up. And hold. great exercise for your core, great for your booty. We all love those perky butts. Bend that knee, you're gonna grab that ankle. Stretch back now. If you can't do that, put your hand here on your back. But if you can grab that ankle, lift. Look up and back. Release. Swivel that leg around. Place it in front of you, stretch the hamstring. Now you're going to shift your body weight forward. Straighten that back knee. Drop in. Turn that front foot out. Push that hand on the knee. Twist your back. Look behind you. This is an introduction to a split. You don't have to do that. But know that the more you practice this, the more that becomes possible. So let's pivot around, go up into a lunge, and now move into a straddle. Get there however you need to get there. You don't have to do a split. You know what I want you to do? I want you to find what your most flexible place is in whatever position we do, and then learn where your limitations are. Work around those limitations, always pushing a little bit beyond what you think is a limitation, because really those limitations are mostly in our head. We can work around it. We can heal ourselves. We can mend bones. I mean, the body mends its own bones. You break a bone, the body will mend it. Okay, thank God we have Western medicine that helps us align those bones in the right way so that when they heal straight. But your body knows how to heal itself. You have to allow it to do what it needs to do for itself. You have to be in tune enough with your body to know when to push and when to pull back. And how can you do that? You have to do some kind of physical exercise. You have to be mobile. You have to utilize your body. You can't sit in front of a computer all day long. You're going to lose your connection with how your body talks to you. There's energy that flows through us all day long. And that's the mechanism that the body uses to talk to us. What we have to do is we have to learn how to go within and listen and understand what our body is telling us, and then move along the path that it is directing us, because it knows so much more than what we know as far as what is good for it, what's bad for it, the foods that don't go well with it, the foods that do go well with it, the movement and exercises that it jives with, the movement and exercises that it doesn't jive with. Not everything is for everybody. Yoga isn't for everybody. Mambo Mania isn't for everybody. Sit and Fit isn't for everybody. All those hardcore cardiovascular and HIIT training, that's not for everybody, but it is for some. Find out what it is that you need. Listen to your body, it will tell you. Let's swoop around 4 times. And again, 2, inhaling, exhaling, 3, and 4. And let's reverse it the other way. 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 1 more, 4. Good, flex your feet, reach from one side. center. Bring your legs into lotus. Remember, if you cannot sit in lotus, you can sit with your feet apart. All I want you to do is make sure that your pelvis is flat down on the floor. Equalize your balance on both hips. Feel as if your sits bones were evenly distributed on the floor. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Palms to prayer. I want you to place your thumbs right in the center of your chest at the sternum. See if you can't feel your palpitating heart. Feel your heartbeat. Inhale. Be in full gratitude that your body took you through this session of asanas, yoga postures, that you connected with your inner self, that essence of who you really are. And give thanks to your body because it is your vehicle. It is what encapsulates that spirit that is you. And it allows you to take that essence of your spirit and move it from point A to point B. Be in a local place, even though inside you, you know you are massive and expansive. And without this container, you would be all over the place, which is wonderful, which is beautiful. But we're here in this dimension, in this physical reality. And so we have to learn how to move with that energy. Life will piddle on you every now and then. It's how you react to it. It's what you do about it. It's how you move through it, or over it, or under it, or around it. Because with this body, you have that power to be a locomotive. Drive yourself to wherever it is you need to go. You want to go. You desire to go. And make sure your objectives are pure. Your intent is pure. That you want to bring good things to everyone around you. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Embrace the love within. Because in life, there's only two real things. One is fear. It'll always hold you back. And the other is love. And that will always bring you forward. Make your choice. Inhale. Exhale. Palms to your forehead, your spiritual eye, your intuition, your knowing without knowing, that deep connection with the universe. Namaste. Okay. You did it. Robert, Monica, Laszlo, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, no. No. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. Thursday. Bye-bye.